This is Dan Stair of Daniels Training Services, and I provide training and consulting services for the management of waste and also for the transportation of hazardous materials. The purpose of this video is to identify the cargo aircraft only label and to explain how it is to be used for the transportation in commerce of a hazardous material or a dangerous good by air. The regulations I will be addressing are those of the International Air Transport Association Dangerous Goods Regulations. Now, one of the big decisions to make when you are shipping a dangerous good by air is whether the dangerous good will be transported by one of the following means. Either it will be acceptable for both passenger and cargo aircraft, or its transportation will be limited solely to a cargo aircraft only. Once you have decided that, then everything else, the packing instructions, the quantity limits, even the labels required on the package are determined from that. The purpose of the cargo aircraft only label is to indicate when a dangerous good is not allowed, i.e. forbidden, as cargo on a passenger aircraft. You may not have been around long enough to remember this, but there used to be a different cargo aircraft only label. Until December 31st of 2012, this was the approved cargo aircraft only label. It is no longer. As of January 1, 2013, the label that appears on the left of the screen is the only one that can be used. When displaying the cargo aircraft only label, it must be displayed on the same surface of the package near the hazard labels. So you can see the image on the top. That is the correct method of display. The cargo aircraft only label is on the same surface and near the hazard label. The image on the lower part of the screen is not acceptable because the cargo aircraft only label is not on the same surface as the hazard label, which in this case is the Class 8 corrosive diamond-shaped hazard label. The dimensions and appearance of the cargo aircraft only label. At a minimum, it must be 120 millimeters wide by 110 millimeters high. These dimensions may be halved, but only for small packages of Division 6.2 infectious substances. The image must be black on orange, and it must appear as displayed in the IATA Dangerous Goods Regulations, Figure 7.4.b in Section 7.4.2. Now, when is the cargo aircraft only label to be used? This is where it can get complicated. And it is important here to pay attention to the words. When the regulations, and on your slide here, use the word must, that means it's required. So the cargo aircraft only label must be used if the dangerous good is forbidden on passenger and cargo aircraft per column I of the list of the dangerous goods. Here you see this particular dangerous good, sodium hydroxide solution, in column I has a number there. That is the packaging instruction number. As long as that number is there, then that dangerous good is not forbidden on passenger and cargo aircraft. However, if the word forbidden appears in column I, that indicates that the dangerous good is indeed forbidden on a passenger aircraft. The other situation when a cargo aircraft only label must be used is if the quantity of the dangerous goods exceeds the passenger and cargo aircraft limits, which are found in column J of the list of dangerous goods. For our dangerous good here, we can see that it is allowed on a passenger aircraft, but if the sodium hydroxide solution is a packing group 2, found in column E, the maximum net quantity per package allowed on a passenger aircraft is going to be 1 liter. If it is a packing group 3, again found in column E, the maximum net quantity per package is 5 liters. So, if your dangerous good is allowed on a passenger aircraft, but it exceeds the quantity limits of column J, then it cannot go on a passenger aircraft. It is forbidden on passenger aircraft, and then may be able to go cargo aircraft only, which for you must refer to columns K and L. The other situation when the cargo aircraft only label must be used is if a state forbids its transportation on a passenger aircraft. A state may require a dangerous good to be transported as cargo aircraft only when it is normally permitted on a passenger aircraft. So you must check the state variations in section 2.8.1 of the IATA Dangerous Goods Regulations. Now, notice the change in language here. Cargo aircraft only label should not be used. This is not a requirement, this is a recommendation. Should not be used if the packing instruction number and the maximum net quantity per package are the same for passenger and cargo aircraft only. Here, for these dangerous goods on your screen and a few others, you can see that the packaging instruction number in column I for passenger and cargo aircraft is the same as in column K, cargo aircraft only. Similarly, the maximum net quantity per package for passenger and cargo aircraft in column J is the same as it is for the maximum net quantity per package in column L. Here is a more difficult regulatory compliance issue. Note again the language. Cargo aircraft only label must not be used if the dangerous good is packed according to the passenger and cargo aircraft limitations, even if it's included on a shipper's declaration that is marked cargo aircraft only due to other packages in the consignment. If your dangerous good is packed according to the instructions for passenger and cargo aircraft, it must not display the cargo aircraft only label, even if the entire consignment is cargo aircraft only. Another way to look at that. Here on the left, we see a situation where a consignment has a dangerous good that is forbidden on passenger aircraft, and it has a dangerous good that is not forbidden on passenger aircraft. That consignment must be marked as cargo aircraft only on the shipper's declaration for dangerous goods. However, the dangerous good package that is not forbidden on passenger aircraft must not display the cargo aircraft only label. This is a mistake some people make. Same situation. We have a dangerous good that is forbidden on passenger aircraft, and we have another dangerous good that is not forbidden on passenger aircraft. Put together, that consignment must be indicated as cargo aircraft only on the shipper's declaration for for dangerous goods. However, it would be a violation to display the cargo aircraft only label on a package when it does not require it, and that is what we see right here. That is not okay. Here's a question I received that spurred this whole video, so let's see if we can answer this question. If I am shipping a dangerous good that can be shipped on both passenger and cargo only aircraft, but I am using the cargo aircraft only packing instructions, do I have to use the cargo aircraft only sticker on the package? And the answer to that is yes, you do. If a dangerous good is prepared for transport according to packing instructions for cargo aircraft only, then the cargo aircraft only label must be displayed on the package. And it is okay to prepare for transport as cargo aircraft only, even if the package is allowed on a passenger aircraft. So you may choose to ship a dangerous good cargo aircraft only, as long as you comply with all the requirements for the packing instructions for cargo aircraft only, and the package displays the cargo aircraft only label. There is a letter of interpretation from the US DOT that confirms this. I will have a link to it in the description to this video. But again, remember the slide we saw earlier, the cargo aircraft only label should, recommended, should not be used if the packing instruction number and the maximum net quantity per package are the same in columns I, K, and JL of the list of dangerous goods. And we addressed that should in a slide earlier in this presentation. I hope I provided some helpful information. I hope I answered that question. Do you have any questions? Please feel free to contact me anytime with questions about the management of waste or the transportation of hazardous materials, domestic or international, by highway, by rail, by air, by vessel. And of course, please subscribe to my channel. Please feel free to share this information with others.